Good evening. Good evening. On behalf of our class, welcome to the Vergennes Union High School Class of 2001 graduation. It is hard to believe this day is actually here. We have spent much of our 18 years consciously or unconsciously preparing for this day. 13 years ago, we began our formal education when we stepped foot into our kindergarten classroom. Throughout these years, we have devoted our time to academics, sports, committees, and other extracurricular activities. And tonight, our hard work and accomplishments are recognized. And while our achievement is being recognized this evening, we cannot forget to recognize our parents, to whom we owe an immeasurable amount of gratitude. You have brought us into this world and shaped us into the individuals we are today. You have been there to comfort us and support us through times of great difficulty. You've also been there to share in our joy during our victories in life. No words can express how important you have always been to us and how important you will always be to us. It would not have been possible to earn this diploma without the wonderful teachers and faculty here at Vergennes Union High School. Your teaching prowess, guidance, and friendship have made our 4 years here beneficial and enjoyable. The skills you have taught us will take us far, and we cannot offer you enough thanks for your dedication, your friendship, and your knowledge, which you have so kindly shared with us. Throughout our years at VUHS, we have made new friends and solidified long-term relationships. After tonight, the VUHS class of 2001 will physically begin to drift apart. Some of us will go to college, and some will choose to enter the workforce. Some of us will stay in Vermont, and some will choose to venture beyond the Green Mountain State. No matter how many miles separate us, we will always be held together by the common thread of our years at Vergennes Union High School. Tonight, as we look around, we see many friendly faces whom have helped us along this amazing journey. We are extremely fortunate to be sharing this evening with those who have been so instrumental in our lives.
Good evening. As many of you know, I got hit in the face about 2 weeks ago. Our varsity softball team was playing a game in South Burlington, and I was pitching. One of the South Burlington girls got up to bat, and I began to pitch to her the same way I always do. Nothing was out of the ordinary. I released the ball and watched it sail in toward the catcher's glove. The batter swung, and the next thing I knew, the ball was right there in my face. I only had time to turn my head as the ball hit me resoundingly on the side of the face, back by my left ear. After that came tears and swelling, ice and ibuprofen, a hospital visit, and a day home from school. More than the physical pain that the accident had caused me, it had shaken me up and frightened me greatly. A friend asked jokingly when I'd be getting back on the mound, and I responded that the only way I'd be seen out there again would be with a helmet firmly in place on my head. However, 8 days after my accident, I was back on the mound as the starting pitcher. Several people told me that they thought I'd be out the rest of the season, or at least be done with pitching, and that they couldn't believe that I'd come back so fast. I'm not ashamed to admit that I was scared to be out there again. I realized more than ever before how vulnerable I was in my position, standing just 45 feet away from a person with the potential to drive a small object very hard and very fast at me, and that I might not have the reaction time necessary to protect myself. But I also realized that this game had the potential to be our last of the season, as well as the last of my high school career. I wanted to go out pitching, playing in the position that I've loved since 6th grade. I wanted to end my final season with no regrets. As it turned out, that was not our final game. We won and went on to play one more. In that last outing, I again attempted to control the battle between confidence and fear that was going on inside of me. Although there were moments when fear got the upper hand and I became a bit shaky, I think that ultimately confidence won out, just in the fact that I was able to go out and face the thing that had caused me much pain and fright before. I say these things not to attribute any kind of heroic courage to myself, but to illustrate what fear can do when a person lets it rule over them. Fear is a crippler, fear is a destroyer, fear is a robber of dreams and a sower of doubt. Fear is a liar. Fear will dissuade you from doing the things you most love and long to do by telling you that you will never be smart enough, beautiful enough, creative enough, strong enough, successful enough to do them. Fear will eat you alive and will transform you into nothing but an empty storehouse full of regrets if you let it. Too many times in my brief life already, I have let fear and timidity take over. I have allowed them to silence me when I knew I should speak out. I have let them hold my feet fast in place when my instinct was telling me to go. I have given them free rein in my mind to wreak havoc by upsetting my dreams and hopes, taunting me with the words, "You can't, it's not possible." And because I have allowed these things, I have missed valuable opportunities. I have had regrets. As we are closing this chapter on our lives, I want to pose a question to you, my classmates. Is it better to try and fall short or not to try at all? Is it better to take a risk, to go out on a limb, or to turn and run to the arms of fear that offer safety, yes, but also overwhelming mediocrity? It's not really my job to offer the challenge message tonight, but I'd like to give you one to chew on anyway. As each one of you goes out into the world, I challenge you to let nothing short of God stand in the way of your dreams. Don't let fear and doubt hold you back and let you think you're not good enough to do what you aspire to do. I'd ask you to apply this to your relationships as well. Don't let fear keep you from loving and trusting and giving of yourself for the good of the people in your life. Love casts out all fear. Force fear to let you be free enough to love and trust people and to focus on things greater than yourself. Yes, there are times when you will be knocked down. You might be dizzy for a little while, and you might need help to stand back up. Your soul might need ibuprofen and your heart ice to bring down the swelling and the pain. It might hurt for a long time. But when life hits you in the face, don't let it leave you lying in the dirt. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and give whatever knocked you down another try. Even if you fail or get hurt again, you will have less regret in that pain than in the harmful safety that fear has to offer. Have no fear so that you will have no regrets. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome. I have been given the honor to introduce our graduation speaker, and he just flew in from Ohio where he's shooting his new movie. Today, he flew in just for this. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rusty DeWeese.
Thanks. Thanks, Rachel. Hey, Rachel did all the footwork to get me here, all the emails, and you all probably know Rachel, and you know that she's 100% on the ball, so thanks for doing all that, Rachel. All right, yeah. You're looking good, too. Can you see these things up here? They're either the largest croquet wickets or the lowest limbo poles I've ever seen. We're all going to limbo underneath there afterwards. Hey, I brought a gift for all the seniors. I wanted to bring them all CDs. You got stuff underneath your chairs if you didn't see it. I wanted to bring them all CDs. I got here and I only brought 50. So I happen to have like a 51 other things in my car, so they're getting scattered things. And I'll tell you why I did this. If you're going to learn 3 things from this speech, learn these 3 things. Number 1, if you're going to give a speech to a large group of people, give them a present first. It's obvious, at least they'll be with you at first. Number 2, when you're in my business, you should never ever give up the opportunity for free publicity. And there's a darn 1,000 people here, and this is good free publicity, I'll tell you that right now. So you all know I got CDs and videos, but you don't know I got T-shirts, so here you go. We'll take that one there. Hey, where's that valedictorian? I got these here slinky ones. Check them out. Huh? What do you think about that, Sarah? Where is she? Sarah. That's a medium. You better fear that. Who's the guy that got the worst grades of all? All right, well, you get this one. Here. I got the worst grades of all when I was in school. Here's another one. I don't know. Here. The sound guy. Number 3, I hope you like it. It's kind of funny, that stuff. And those of you who are going away to college, take that CD with you. And if you get one of them stinky-ass roommates with you, just keep playing that CD over and over and over again, and they'll be begging you to move the hell out of your room, Now, I'd like to say I'm proud to be here. Thank you to the principal and his crew for having me here. It's quite a great honor. And I got to tell you right up front before I start this, that this is, Sarah, she said the exact same stuff I'm going to say, basically. What are you going to say? What do you guys not know? Seriously, nothing that I don't know. I'm a little bit older than you. That doesn't mean a thing. You guys know just about everything you need to know. So what I'll do is talk about a couple of things that are interesting to me about life. And then, maybe you'll tag on to a few of those. But first, I want to change here. Darn it, I wore this shirt and tie and this jacket because that's what you're supposed to do at these things. And then I got this pansy haircut there for the movie. Man, look at what a ridiculous idiot I look like. It's a period piece, It was free, though. But I'm not really comfortable up here, so I'm going to do what old James Jeffords did about a week ago. I'm going to change. Number 1. Number 1. Whose number did I get? Yours? Yeah. Actually, this was my number in college at 35. Rachel sent this. And that's also my stock car racing number. But anyway, I always wanted to be part of a championship team. I never was. I was lucky. I came down here to see a game. I met some of the guys and girls before. Came down to see a game. And I was impressed with the will and determination and the manner in which you guys hammered Randolph that night. It was really a great game. I was also impressed with the cheerleaders. A good group of girls, a lot of them in there, and they were really together. And I'm a mentor to a high school student. His name is Nick. Every Wednesday he comes with me, and I try to teach him some stuff, and I learn some stuff from him. But I brought Nick to the game. And he goes to a little dinky private school, and he was freaking out, man. The gym was full, and he liked the cheerleaders, too. He was 15. And the way you put the blue stuff on the faces of people? He kept calling for blue stuff, I was driving him home. I looked at him, it scared the hell out of me. I thought I was driving Barney home, holy moly. But it was neither the cheerleaders or the squad that night that was the star of the show. The star of the show for me that night was the community. at large, Vergennes, the people that were sitting in the bleachers watching you guys, the people that are sitting in these seats right now. When I walked into that gym, I could feel it, you know. I could feel it. I was late. That's one reason, because everybody's looking at me. But I could feel the emotion in there. I could feel the energy coming off of those folks. That is the energy of a community. And you folks that are leaving this place and you're going to head off to larger places, you may miss the comforts of this small community. It's a beautiful place, Vergennes. When they ask you where you're from, you tell them, Vergennes, Vermont. You're an independent, proud Vermonter. You're rugged. You're going to get one of two responses. One of the responses you'll get is, Vermont? Where's Vermont? Most of the girls I date would say that, you know. And the second response you'll get is, Vermont? Man, you're lucky. You will. I guarantee you that. And that's a blessing to be from Vermont. Don't put that aside, you know. People know your name. You take it for granted maybe because you're young. They know your name. They know how you did in the game the night before. They know your family. These are life things. It's a pain in the butt sometimes. You go to the PNC, you know, you've got to talk to about 20 people. It takes you half an hour to buy a box of Pop-Tarts, you know. But you'll miss that in Topeka, because no one's ever said to you, I'm from Topeka. You never look at them and go, from Topeka? Boy, are you lucky, right? No, it's Vergennes, Vermont. And Pop-Tarts. People know your business. Oh, I'll tell you what. Those people, a lot of you are saying, you know, I don't like this small community because everybody knows your business. I don't like it. I want to get out of here. People know everything you're doing. Well, that's true, but I say if you're conducting proper business, who cares what they know? Because for me, this is for me now, for me, it's human relationships are the most important things in the world. Not cars and money and career successes, but human relationships. And I don't challenge you, but I suggest that you go out there and work hard to cultivate as many human relationships as you can. How do you do that? Well, if you're leaving, you're going away to college, try to cultivate your own small community outside of your classmates. Go outside of your classmates. Go outside of the people who you're normally attracted to. Get to know the cafeteria workers at the school. Don't laugh. Get to know the janitors. Get to know the Korean family that own the corner store. Get to know the homeless guy that sits out in front of that corner store every day. Take time with these people. Look these people in the eye and listen to these people. Listen to what they have to say. Ask them questions about their life instead of thinking about what you're going to say next. It's very difficult to do this. Few people do that. But if you learn, it's going to be really good for you because you're going to learn a lot from them and you will remember from them. Do this especially with old people, elderly people. Number one reason is because you can learn more about life talking 10 minutes a day to an old person than you will all 4 years of your college lives. Number two, whereas most societies, they hold their old people up high on a pedestal, you know, they worship them. The Indians, they're the wise, they mentor. The old people are mentors. Our society, we just flush them aside, man. I bang into them in the bank. We pull out in front of them in the car. We don't care. They're old. We don't say hi to them. They're going down the street, you know. Oh, they don't really count. They're old. You know the way you're feeling right now? You're real excited. You got the world at your fingertips. You feel like you could do anything almost. You're a little bit nervous. Old folks don't have that ahead of them. It's all behind them. Got to get rid of this light. It's all behind them. You and I can take it upon ourselves to put extra time into old people, not just your grandparents, but people who are elderly in the community who you don't know, and give them a boost. It'll be great for them, and it'll be good for you because their history, they're like their books on tape sitting there. They're the internet, the old folks, and it's amazing that they've lived 60, 70, 80, 90 years. We may never know how amazing that is, but it's not half as amazing. That's not half as amazing as the fact that we just flush them off to the side, the old folks. Listen, be kind to all people, but especially be kind to the old folks. It'll be good for you and it'll be good for them. I was reading in the paper before I went to Ohio, and they're talking about all these graduations, and invariably they quote the speakers, and the speakers always are saying, class of 2001, I hate this, class of 2001, now you head out into the real world. Seniors, you are our future. You hold our future the world's future in your hands. Well, I don't agree with that. I think that's a bunch of malarkey. That she holds the future in her hand. I hold the future in my hands, too. That's undue pressure. That's undue pressure that they're putting on you. That lady sitting right there, she's heading out into the world tomorrow, the same big scary world that you're heading out. And don't worry, Rachel, it's not that big of a scary world. If you're going to quote me anything about this graduation speech, quote this: class of 2001, you've been in the real world. You just come through what for some of you may be the most difficult time in your life. It could get easier tomorrow. Hear that, man? It could get easier starting tomorrow. I believe it will, because high school's tough. The physical, the emotional changes that you're going through, it's tough. Some of you have rough times at life, You're getting away from this. If you've done a heck of a job up till now, keep doing the same stuff that you've been doing. If you haven't done a good job up till now, change some things and change them fast. And if you haven't done a good job. If you're not up to your potential. You know that, if you need to change things, because a 3-year-old little kid, if they're going to the cookie jar and they know they're not supposed to, they sneak. They know what's wrong. If a 3-year-old kid knows what's wrong, surely we all know what's wrong. So get some things changed if you need to, and if you don't know how to change them, get hold of someone who's a professional that can help you change them, because no offense, but you don't hold my future and you're not holding their future. You're holding your future in your hands. That's it. Unless you have a kid. Then you got someone else to worry about. But if you don't, it's just your future. But what an awesome gift that future is. It's unbelievable. The choices that you have, all this stuff. I'm just reiterating some things that you already know. The career choices that you have, they're unbelievable. When you're going to go out there and choose something for a career, be very careful. But I would say choose something that you love and pursue it with a great amount of will and discipline. Will and discipline, because talent will only get you so far if it'll get you anywhere. You're all very talented. I know that for a fact. All of you are more talented at something than all of us in this room. Even I don't care if you got F's and D's or if you got 1,400 on your SATs. You're very, very talented people. But more than talent and good grades, it's going to take will and discipline to get you through life. All the successful people I know aren't the most talented or the smartest or the slickest or even the most educated. They're the people who can come up with the will and determination. If you have a great big bunch of talent and you have little amounts of will and discipline, you're going to be a pauper. You're not going anywhere, man. It's going to be rough. You could have little or no talent way down here, but huge amounts of will and discipline, and you're going everywhere. That's how the hell easier can that be than that? It's simple. There's no trick to it. And it's easy to cultivate that will and discipline if you choose something to do for a career that you love. People are going to tell you, and they probably already have been telling you, they're going to say, you should do computers because you're smart. A lot of money in computers. How about you? You should be a lawyer. You're quick. A doctor. Follow in your father's footsteps. That's all nice things that those people are saying to you. Listen to them and think about them. But you have to search for where the love is. Search for where the love is. Search for where the love is. That's all I've ever done. How do you know when you found where the love is? How do you know that? You should pick something to do for a career that if it were taken from you, you would mourn it. Serious. The way you mourn the loss of a relative, or you should feel sick if they would take it from you. Like the farmers who lose their farms, you probably, maybe some of your families have. They're devastated because they love that. That's inside of them. That's the passion that you need to have with the thing that you choose to do for your career, because you're going to be doing it a lot, number one. That's the passion that dictates how the farmers handle their animals and their machines and their tools. Anyone who's in love with their career, I don't care if it's somebody sweeping the floor. You know what? If you're watching someone sweep the floor who's in love with their job, it's like you're watching an artist, really, isn't it? Because they love it. I love watching people I love doing that, just watching people that love what they're doing. It's the passion that they need, and you know why they're also good at it? Because they do it all the time. If you found something that you might want to do, you figured it out, you love it, here's a suggestion. Starting tomorrow, do 5 things every day to enhance your abilities at that thing that you've chosen. 5 things every day. I'm trying to be an actor. I want to read a play. I want to write a poem, practice memorization. I want to go to a movie. I want to work out. 5 things a day. Every day, starting tomorrow. That enhance your abilities is the thing you're going to choose for your career. And by the time you're in that office interviewing for that job, you will know more about that job than the sucker that's interviewing you. That's another guarantee. Oh boy, that's a great feeling. You know, we all know that. You go in there, you're confident, you're strong, you're not sweating. Because the person who's interviewing you, they're very talented, but they don't have any will and discipline. So do 5 things a day. You got to be consistent with this stuff, or it won't work as well. A couple other things I'd like to talk about. Let me find my place. I'm not even looking here. Okay, two more quick things. And again, these are things you know about. I'm just talking about them again, bore you. Honesty. People say it's impossible It's impossible to be 100% honest 100% of the time. They say sometimes you just gotta lie. Well, sometimes you just gotta lie, you know. Well, they're lazy. Sometimes you just gotta lie. I don't know. Maybe. What it isn't impossible to do is to make a supreme effort to be 100% honest 100% of the time. To lie is to cut corners. It's a time saver. It's weak. In the end, you know it's coming back to you. I don't care if it's 20 years. To be honest, you have to be strong. You're going to lose a friend. You may find out later that that friend wasn't the one for you anyway. You're going to be embarrassed. You're going to hurt some people. But in the end, it's going to make things easier. Be selfish. Make things easier for yourself by being honest first. Even those little piddly white lies that we just sprinkle. Oh, man, those are good ones, aren't they? Oh, I like telling those white lies. Why? Let's not even tell those white lies. See how it cleans things up if you're honest. Get rid of those white lies. Live within the truth in all things. It's going to make life maybe more difficult at the beginning, but it's going to make it a lot easier at the end. Let's talk a little bit about health. You're all right at the prime of your, boys are. Whoop. I won't get into that. Health. Where is that? Let's talk about, what's the big deal that I'm telling you this? But listen to it anyway. Maintain your health. It's hard to do because everybody's so busy these days, but I think it's very important to put time into your bodies, into making them, and that doesn't mean 2 hours a day, every day of the week. That means proper food, proper rest, proper exercise. And add one thing into that, big time consistency. You got to be consistent. You're saying, well, we know all that, but how many of you do it? How many of you started out and you've done it for 2 days, 3 days, you quit? How many out there are saying, that guy's talking about being healthy. I smoke and drink over there. They're saying, he'll probably die before me. I may die before them, but you know what? Up until the day I die, I will be 100% as healthy as I can possibly be. That's just, we're nasty. Look at the things we eat. You go into them Slurpee machine places, them food for thought mart gas thing places, and the chips and everything else. It's nasty what we're doing. We're sitting in the TV, relaxed, and we're all medicated intentionally. Man, now Sarah needed to have the ibuprofen. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But the pills that they're pounding to, and you guys are into this generation now, it's going to get worse, man, because there's a lot of money to be made on pills. Take the pills if you need them. We're medicated. My father's 90. He doesn't take one med. He doesn't take one. It's in his genes maybe, but he's also been very, very interested of his health all his life. Make physical health a priority, and don't think you're young. You don't have to do it, because if you put hours into your health now, it's going to add up to many, many years of fine health in the future. One last thing before I close. And good job on the PA, by the way. It's a tough job to do in a room like this. But anyway, Mike, right? Yeah. You've heard this before. You're going to hear it one more time before you graduate. I am 100% sober. And I have been. When I was 15, I had 3 beers. When I was 15, I had, boozing in the back. You guys drinking? No. He's not looking. He's like, no, I'm just kidding. When I was 15, I had 3 beers. I came home. I felt sick. I said, it's true. This is true. I said, man, I feel sick. My mom had a good dinner ready, and I couldn't eat it. I said, I'm never going to do that again. And I never did. I'm 40 years old. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, never have. Now, peer pressure, you talk about peer pressure, you know what people say to me when they find that out? If they find that out, they say, man, are you lucky? I could talk till I'm blue in the face up here about this, and I know some of you are going to go out tonight and get pretty well hammered, and that's fine. You know what? I love you just the same. I really do. I really do. I'll do anything for you. You're going to do it. Maybe you're chuckling at it now. But I don't think it's a lot, I mean, I would think that you would want to really experience this night to its fullest, and booze is a depressant. So I don't understand that logically. I'm 40, no one has ever come up to me and said, my life was going along sucky, I'm drinking heavily and it's great. It's common sense. And I look at you girls and you guys, and I see some great people, and I sit here and I say, man, there's going to be some people in this group whose lives are going to be ripped apart tragically because of booze and drugs. And it's going to happen. But I don't want to be morbid because I'm saying it now because it can be avoidable. It's an interesting, touchy time of your life. You are as smart as me. You know as much about life as me. But you're choosing lifestyles now. I'm sort of set in them. You're reaching for lifestyles. I'm just saying be responsible and wise and careful if you choose a lifestyle that has anything to do with mind-altering substances. There's a little story that goes like this. There's a fella sleeping in his house. He's about 40-something. And the sun shines through his window in the morning. And he's had a rough one. And he rolls over and the sun hits the corner of his bed. And it catches his eye. And he opens up his eye to the sun. You've done it. And he looks at that sun and he goes, another day. The same sun goes one window down in his house. And it pops into his 3-year-old daughter's room. And she's sleeping. And the sun hits her little 3-year-old bed there. And she rolls over and it hits the side of her face and she opens up her little eye. And she feels that sun and she raises her arms up to the heavens and she says, another day. The fundamentals. Create a community for yourselves. Be active in it. If you're not going away, be more active in the Vergennes community. Choose something to do that you love. It's hard to do. Search for it, and then pursue it with a great amount of will and discipline. Be as honest as you can. Challenge yourself. Be as healthy as you can. Challenge yourself to do that. Watch out when it comes to drinking and alcohol. And if you can get up every morning, just about every morning, and greet that day and go to that window whether the sun is shining at night, and if you can greet that day like that 3-year-old girl and say, oh man, another day. Then if you can do all those things, which they're not difficult, if you can do them even mediocre, you will not fail, you guys and girls. You're not going to fail. It's not that difficult. You will succeed if you can do those things and greet that day. I guarantee you will live happily ever after. I wish I got to know more of you better. There's a whole life ahead that we have time to do that in. Thank you for having me here, and I'll see you after the show.
Good evening. Rusty, do we please come back up here for a few minutes? We have a few gifts for you. This is a yearbook signed by, I believe, everyone from the senior class.
Thanks a lot. That's great.
We have the genuine made Rusty Louise Vermont teddy bear.
Oh, really? Thank you very much. Thanks. Do you have something else?
We also have a Vergennes baseball cap.
Oh, great. Thanks. Vergennes baseball cap. Thanks. I've done some of these speeches, and I've never gotten a damn thing, so I'm feeling good. I made up for it. Thank you very much. Thanks.
We have one more thing. Due to your generosity of coming and speaking with us, the senior class decided to give a check in the amount of $250 to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So, in your name. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Rusty, that was an excellent presentation. You did steal my opening, though. I had planned to run up, jump the fence, leap onto the stage. Only I was going to have a finale to it. I was going to have a heart attack. So. Tonight, we honor seniors for their accomplishments in school, 12 years of school, and our seniors have done a superb job. We have many, many of our students who have distinguished themselves for different characteristics. And we're joined by many individuals, businesses, and organizations in our community who want to recognize our graduates. And so we have our scholarship and award program. And we will try tonight to recognize some of the things that our seniors have done through their period in high schools. I would invite you to follow along in this program with this book, Scholarships and Awards. There are many of them. Tonight we're giving out or recognizing $518,350, which is a record for our school, and I think that these people deserve a great deal of credit for it. What I will do is read the name of the scholarship or the award. I'll call the winner's name. If the winner would stand up, you can show your appreciation for him or her. If there are several winners of an award, if you could hold applause and appreciation until they're all standing, and then recognize them all at once, that would speed things along and be quite appropriate. So we will start with the Lorraine P. Benjamin Memorial Prize, and the winner of that is Christina Taylor. This year, the Balfour Award goes to Alicia Abrahamson. The Kenneth Sullivan Award is presented to Catherine McInerney. And the DAR Good Citizenship Award goes to Liam Quinn. The Max Fishman Memorial Prizes, there are two. The first one goes to Jesse Farnsworth, and secondly to Luke Tallman. The Eva Mae Meggs Scholarship, Memorial Scholarship, there are 5 winners this year. Ashley Angier, Nathan Bingham, Rachel Cobb, Douglas DeVoyd, Jessica Terry. The Kate C. Dalrymple scholarships this year go to Douglas DeVoyd and Christopher McCurrier. The William G. Allen College scholarships are presented to David Carmichael and Gareth Turrell. The Nancy S. Prescott Scholarship Award this year goes to John Visca. The Olin and Mildred January Memorial Scholarship, there are 5 winners. Rebecca Blacklock, Sarah Kalm, Douglas DeVoyd, Jason Mins, and Carly Zimmerman. The American Legion Post-14 Scholarships. We have 12 winners this year. They are Ashley Angier, Rachel Cobb, Johannes de Boer, Benjamin Epstein, Tyler Maynard, Christopher McCurrier, Kelly Miner, Sarah Price, Christopher Cannell, Liam Quinn, Kevin Reed, Amy Yandel. The American Legion Ladies Auxiliary Unit 14 Scholarships. We have 2 winners, Cassie Charlebois and Jesse Farnsworth. The Booster Club Scholarships. There are 2 winners this year, Richard Krajewski and Carly Zimmerman. The Rotary Club 6441 Scholarship Awards. There are 8 winners this year. Sarah Kalm, Jordan Clayton Hall, Benjamin Epstein, Adam Kimball, Jason Mins, Christopher Cannell, Jessica Raymond, and Sheena Strada. The Roger T. Bristol Memorial Scholarship this year goes to Christopher McCurrier. The Romeo Raboyne Memorial Scholarship is presented to Kevin Reed. The Donald H. Gee Memorial Scholarship this year goes to Melissa Smith. The Lions Club President's Scholarship is presented to Rebecca Blacklock. And the Lions Club Secretary's Scholarship goes to Brett Everest. The Lauren Jones Memorial Scholarship is presented to Christopher Cannell. The Charles H. Usher Scholarship is presented to Benjamin Epstein. And the M&R Charities Michael and Randy Long Scholarship will be presented this year to Nathan Bingham. The J.E. McNullah Memorial Scholarship goes to Jessica Raymond. And the Allison Davis Mace Memorial Scholarship Award goes to Alicia Bassett. The Gerald J. McGrath Memorial Award is presented to Terman Fuller. The Vergennes Union High School Music Scholarship is presented to Jesse Farnsworth. The Sarah and Benjamin Gould Memorial Scholarship is presented to Catherine McInerney. And the Shirley Haven Clark Memorial Scholarship goes to Hillary Hulst. The Robert and Agnes Ketchum Memorial Scholarship goes to Alicia Prime. And the Nancy S. Prescott Memorial Scholarship goes to Michael Clark. The Marie Crovat Trust Fund Scholarships. There are several winners. Logan Beecher, Alicia Bassett, Kristen Bryson, Michael Clark, Timothy Dowdy, Richard Krajewski, Suzanne Laidman, Kristen Lichtenfeld, Kathleen Pettis, Aaron Smith, and John Visca. The Waltham Community Scholarship has been awarded this year to Christopher McCurrier. And the Jim and Connie Berry Memorial Scholarship goes to Linnea Osterman. The Jonathan S. McNamara Memorial Scholarship is presented to Liam Quinn. The Vermont Honor Scholarship this year goes to Sarah Kalm. And the Callista P. Hanna Memorial Scholarship goes to Douglas DeVoyd. The Peter G. Ripchick Athletic Scholarship Award is presented to Nathan Schmidt. And the Gail L. Link Memorial Scholarship this year is presented to Kevin Reed. The Volney A.S. Avery Trust Fund Scholarships. There are several winners, starting with Alicia Bassett, Jordan Clayton Hall, Brett Everest, Timothy Glidden, Catherine McInerney, and Joshua Taylor. The Vergennes Area Rescue Squad Scholarships. There are two, and they go to Christopher Cannell and Jessica Torrey. The Everett A. Hawkins Memorial Scholarships. There are two this year. The first winner is Brett Everest. The second winner is Melissa Smith. The Neat Repeat Scholarships, there are three. Bethany Brousseau, Lindsay Bushy, Johannes de Boer. The Friends of the Arts Scholarship this year goes to Lindsay Bushy. The Addison Northwest Teachers Association Financial Grant goes to Douglas DeVoyd. The Sons of the American Legion Post-14 Scholarships. There are five of them. Rebecca Blacklock, Tyler Maynard, Kelly Miner, Christopher Cannell, Amy Yandel. The LC Jazz Band Scholarships. There are three. Sarah Kalm, Catherine Pettis, and Jessica Riemann. This year, the Alan V. Lowenstein Scholarship goes to Carly Zimmerman. And the Addison County Eagles Club offers two scholarships this year, Tyler Maynard and Christopher McCurrier. The Addison County Farm Bureau Scholarship is presented this year to Nathan Bingham. And the Jennifer L. Moulton Memorial Scholarships, there are 4: Jesse Farnsworth, Jeffrey Krause, Katie Martinick, and Melissa Smith. The Ferrisburg Select Board Scholarship is presented this year to Cassie Charlebois. And the Elson and Anna Husk Award goes to Christopher Reed. The John A. Connell Memorial Scholarships, there are 2. The first winner is Lindsay Bassett. The second winner is Kevin Reed. The Gertrude Fishman Cohen Memorial Scholarship is presented to Jennifer Gould. The Addison County Firefighters Association Scholarship goes to Rebecca Blacklock. The Vermont Success Scholarships, there are 2 this year. The first winner is Michael Clark, and the second winner is Kelly Miner. The Eunice B. Farr Incentive Scholarship goes to Sarah Comp. The Terry F. Allen Vermont Scholarships go to 2 of our seniors, Michael Clark and Kelly Miner. The Class of 1979 Good Citizenship Award goes to Christopher Reed. The Eric R. Young Memorial Scholarship is presented to 2 individuals, Nathan Bingham and Adam Kimball. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Vergennes Scholarships. There are 2. They go to Cassie Charlebois and Rachel Cobb. The Letha and Aaron Hoffman Memorial Scholarships, there are 2. They go to Sarah Comb and Linnea Osterman. The Elks National Foundation Most Valuable Student Scholarship, we have 2 winners. The first winner is a national winner, Ben Epstein. And we have a state winner, Liam Quinn. The Sons of the American Legion Detachment of Vermont is a state scholarship, and this year it is presented to Rachel Cobb. The University of Vermont Green and Gold Scholarship goes to Coburn Ellingwood. The St. Michael's College Green Mountain State Scholarship goes to Benjamin Epstein. The Drew University Recognition Scholarship goes to John Biskup. And the St. Michael's College Presidential Scholarship goes to Johannes de Boer. The Marion Edna Effing Scholarship is presented to Jordan Clayton Hall. The Middlebury Masonic Memorial Relief Fund Scholarship goes to Douglas DeVoyd. We have a very generous scholarship given by the Vermont Junior Miss Scholarship Program to Jessica Raymond. And the Chamberlain Art Scholarship goes to Ashley Angier. The Addison County Eagles Club Ladies Auxiliary Scholarship this year is presented to Christopher McCurrier. The Vermont Department of the American Legion has given a scholarship to one of our applicants, Aaron Smith. The Victor Samaritoni Memorial Scholarship is presented to John Tyler Begans. The Vermont Junior Miss Scholarship Program has recognized two of our seniors, Suzanne Laidman and Sarah Kahn. The Gordon College Dean Scholarship is presented to Sarah Kahn. The Academic Recognition Scholarship at Campbellsville University is presented to Jessica Raymond. Bryant College Honors Scholarship this year goes to Aaron Smith. At the national level, the Boys and Girls Club of America Scholarship Program has recognized two of our students, Rachel Cobb and Jason Ouellette. The Ferrisburg Community Scholarship is presented to Kelly Miner. The Mount Ida College Presidential Scholarship goes to Ashley Angier. The Oklahoma City Vermont National Teenager Scholarship is presented to Linnea Osterman. The Keene State Enrichment Scholarship goes to Amy Yandel. The Castleton State Fellowship Awards have been presented to Douglas DeVoy and Catherine Carnahan. The Colby Sawyer Academic Scholarship is presented to Sheena Strata. The Patricia A. Hannaford Scholarship this year was presented to Christopher McCurrier. And the Tech General Store Scholarship given by the Vocational Center this year goes to Kelly Miner. Johnson & Wales University Miss National Teenager Scholarship, we have two winners. The first winner is Rachel Cobb. The second winner is Katie Martinek. The Addison County 4-H Club Education Scholarships this year are presented to two of our seniors, Nathan Bingham and Jessica Torrey. And the Vermont State Golf Association Scholarship goes to David Carmichael. That's our scholarship program. I salute every one of you seniors. I wish you well. Thumbs up.
Okay, everybody ready? Alicia Marie Abrahamson. Ashley Jolynn Angier. Abby Margaret Barrett. Logan Hahn Beecher. John Tyler Biggins. Samantha Barrett. Alicia Carolyn Bissett. Lindsay Ann Bissett. Nathan Robert Bingham. Rebecca Sue Blacklock. Nicholas R. Bowers. Kristen Loretta Bryson. Bethany Maria Brusso. Lindsay Marie Bushy. Michelle Lee Canio. David Andrew Carmichael. Kate Carnahan. Sarah Elizabeth Combe. Cassie Lynn Charlebois. Jesse Muniz Charlesstream. Michael Clark. Jordan Miles Clayton Hall. Adam S. Clifford. Rachel Autumn Cobb. Layla Mabin Cosgrove. Johannes Petrus de Boer. Kevin R. Deserault. Douglas Norton Devoid. Morgan Elizabeth Devoid. Timothy P. Dowdy. Coburn Ellingwood III. Benjamin James Epstein. Brett Andrew Everest. Jesse Smith Farnsworth. Tremin A. Fuller. Timothy Jordan Glidden. Kirk Matthew Goodman. Jennifer Lynn Gould. William Lawrence Hastings. Daniel Hebert. Dean Heffernan. Hillary Evelyn Marie Husk. Hulse, sorry. Erin Marie Jackman. August John Jerger. Dawn M. Jerry. Jennifer Johnson. Rosemarie Ann Jones. Judd T. Kaufman. Zachary J. Kennelly. Adam L. Kimball. Jeffrey C. Kraus. Richard Baxter Krajewski. Marcel LeBurge. Suzanne Day Laidman. Leslie C. Laro. Janet Laval. Kristen Marie Lichtenfeld. Katie Lynn Martinek. Tyler Allen Maynard. Catherine Pauline McInerney. Emily Gardner McGrath. Christopher Brian McCurrier. Eric Meacham. Kelly L. Miner. Jason Mins. Sean E. Newell. Linnea G. Oosterman. Jason S. Olette. Benjamin Paquin. Catherine Elizabeth Pettis. Sarah Jane Price. Alicia Carey Prime. Asa Edward Provinger. Israel Lewis Provinger. Christopher Michael Cannell. Liam Benjamin Quinn. Jessica Diane Raymond. Christopher Todd Reed. Kevin Carl Reed. Jeremy Roberts. Nathan A. Schmidt. Brandon Allen Scribner. Aaron F. Smith. Melissa Lee Smith. Brannon J. Soder. Jesse R. Stearns. Sheena Marie Strata. Justin E. Sklaz. Luke A. Tallman. Christina Nicole Taylor. Joshua Taylor. Jessica Marie Torrey. Gareth Benjamin Turow. John Peter Viscup. Philip M. Wilderson. Amy Lynn Yando. And certificate of attendance, Nina Pamela Foster.
And it is my pleasure to present the last diploma to Carly Jane Zimmerman.
Thanks. Hi. Before I start, I'd just like to say that my challenge is the class of 2001, not the class of 2002. So with that in mind, a few days ago, the senior class, well, not all of us, but some of us, didn't look the same way we do right now. This evening, we proudly sparkle in our finery, brought together as a class by our blue and white. However, last Saturday, we were united in a different color, mud brown. It was the annual Senior Mud Bowl. Covered from head to toe in that product of dirt and water, we played in the seemingly freezing mud like a bunch of 8-year-olds. It was great. People wrestled, played football, and endearingly but unceremoniously threw their best friends down into the muck. When a newcomer arrived, we heard the call, "Fresh meat!" and all swarmed, determined that no one would remain clean for longer than 10 seconds. The air shimmered with laughter and exclamations of, "I think I got mud in my eye." It was great. When I told my parents that I was off to the Mud Bowl, they were dumbfounded, asking, "Why on earth would you want to go get yourself all dirty? And it's 50 degrees outside, you'll be lucky not to catch a cold." I paused for a second, thought, then gave the age-old answer of the uncertain, because, and out the door I went. Though some of my parents' incredulity came with me. That feeling, their question of why, and my inability to answer it, jumped into the mud right along with me. Then, as I lovingly rubbed a double handful of slop into my friend's hair, making sure that her scalp was covered too, not wanting it to feel left out, the answer hit me like a rock-filled clump of mud to the face. I was so eager to play in the mud, the idea was so appealing to me, because as a 17-year-old, I now needed an excuse to act like a little kid, a justification to abandon adult pursuits, adult responsibility, and focus solely on enjoying the moment, on finding pleasure and happiness in everything. This ability, once as natural as breathing, has become subsumed under the adult surface, and an excuse, such as a big pit of mud and a bunch of friends, is required to bring it out. Not caring about the grit between my teeth or worrying how I was going to get cleaned off, I abandoned myself to this blessed retrogression and belly flopped into the muck. As if the point of this speech is not to highlight the many wondrous joys of mud, I had best be getting to the challenge now. So here it is. I challenge the class of 2001, myself included, to find these excuses to return to a childlike state of mind, if even for a brief moment, as often as we possibly can. We are perched on the threshold of the adult world. This entire ceremony is in recognition of that. However, I ask that as we enter the rest of our lives, we allow our former selves to tag along. So, when you open your pantry door, let the jar of fluff catch your eye. This is one of those excuses, a magical substance that can summon childhood, almost forcing you to marvel at its sticky, ephemeral perfection. When you're flipping through the channels trying to find something to watch, I encourage you to stop on Bugs Bunny or Scooby-Doo. If you're swimming, make Salinger proud and find a banana fish. In a world of constant worry and responsibility, it is these little breaks that provide relief. A champion to this cause, Mr. Willy Wonka, himself the epitome of the adult child, may have put it best, sagely imparting the advice, "A little nonsense now and then is relished by the wisest men." Thank you.
Before we get to our guest of honor, I have a few people I'd like to recognize. First and foremost, the faculty and staff here at Vergennes Union High School who have taught in this last semester under the worst of conditions. Dust in their classrooms, noise that you can hear 3 classrooms away, as many as 5 diesel-powered machines running within 5 feet of their windows all of the time, and still keeping these students' attention and just doing a great job. So if the faculty and staff over here would please stand and be recognized. We also have some people that have been here for a long, long time that will be leaving at the end of this school year. One of them hasn't been here for so long, but has done a wonderful job in her 6 years here, and that is our Superintendent Ellen Keene, who is returning to Massachusetts where people won't make fun of the way that she talks. So Ellen, if you would just stand up. We have 3 people retiring who have been here for well over 30 years. Our guidance director, Dick Burke, began at Vergennes Union High School in 1962. Mr. Burke. Wayne Ganson began teaching here in 1964. Is Wayne here? And Scott Link is also retiring this year, starting in 1969. And now the class of 2001. This spring we've torn your school apart, burned your gymnasium, and probably worst of all, taken away some of your parking lot, which seemed to be the biggest crisis that we ran into in the entire spring. But you persevered, you have done yourselves proud, and you are here honored tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2001. Flip those tassels, gang.